Throughout our opening sequence for Loss of Faith, we used a variety of conventions. We mostly developed our conventions. One convention that we did develop is the fact our protagonist is a female while our antagonist is male. This is quite common in thrillers. For example, in Silence of the Lambs, the antagonist is a dominant male while the protagonist is female. Our main convention that we used in our thriller is suspense, as it is left with a suspenseful cliffhanger at the end. This is also conventional in a thriller. For example, in Inception, the film is left with us wondering whether the protagonist is in a dream or not. Another convention we used was voyeurism, which is in one of the scenes where the protagonist is walking through a forest and the camera is tracking behind her. This gives the audience the idea that someone is watching her. This is also the use of a red herring, as it gives off a false impression that she is being followed. Red herrings are a significant convention in thrillers. Another convention we used was mind games, as the antagonist asked the protagonist how her shower was without being told she was having a shower. This plays with her mind and keeps the audience intrigued. The final convention we developed was the location and setting, as we used a realistic location which made the film more relatable. We also challenged some conventions. For example, in most thrillers they use low-key lighting to create enigma, but we challenged this convention by using high-key lighting throughout the opening sequence. Later on in our film, our protagonist dies. This is challenging conventions of a thriller, as it is unconventional in a Hollywood film for the protagonist to end up dying. Lastly, for the thriller, the dialogue was all shown through messages which was placed around the screen showing us what the characters were saying to each other. This challenges conventions, as in most technological thrillers, it shows the screen of the computer or laptop, whereas we didn't show the screen once. This also challenged conventions, as we use bright colours for the text, whereas conventionally in a thriller the text is usually white or a neutral colour.